Hi there, I'm Matt Keene. Welcome to Creating a Future We Want, the Visionary Evaluation Series, where I go through every page of this book and use something that's written on one of these pages, lots of great stuff written, as inspiration for a little video like this one. So I am on page 13 and going through the principles of visionary evaluatives. I'm just in the introduction chapter still. How can this possibly be true? So principle 4 of visionary evaluatives, the principles by which visionary evaluatives live, is facilitate transparency and understanding of human values. Now, we have information systems for almost anything you could possibly imagine. I mean, if you want to know a lot about bananas, you can find out, I'm guessing, how many bananas were eaten on Tuesdays on average by 32-year-old Americans last year. Probably. We have geographic information systems, maybe something we're more familiar with, maps. So the idea that we can look up, we have collected and made accessible information about the geography of almost every, let's say, square inch, square centimeter, or smaller unit of measurement. Every square inch of Earth, maybe every cubic inch of accessible Earth, is accessible through geographic information systems. We have information systems for finance, for politics, for demographics, for education, for public health, and I mean, you could just go on and on. But we do not have a credible, useful, accessible, and maybe there's other criteria we should be talking about, information system for the most powerful forces on Earth. What? Visionary evaluatives are both attuned to values, their own and those of others, and actively increase awareness and conversation about them. Visionary evaluatives also recognize the multiple values will be present and that many will intersect and likely conflict. They know that choices will need to be made regarding which values are most vital to the work in a given context. And it goes on, it gets even better from there. So, what's the deal? How could we not have information about what could be argued to be the most powerful, influential forces on Earth in the Anthropocene, whatever you want to call it, in this time of accelerating change? Humans and our values are driving change at a scale that is unprecedented. For humans, anyways. Nature's probably like, whatever. So, but we do not have an architecture, an information system of these values. Is it that it's impossible? Do we not see the significance or the potential utility of such things? Has it been tried? There are those who are trying such things, and there are many different fields and domains that have engaged with this question in various ways. Not in as direct a way as like, let's map Earth, let's map human values, except there is something called the Human Values or World Values Survey. But, I mean, my point is probably that most anyone who sees this, all 8 of you, have never heard of it. And I wasn't taught anything about it. I had to find it. And I don't see how to easily use the information for decision making and in basically an infinitude of contexts, which is what we need. So, you know, with humans on track here to be some of the most influential, powerful forces, not only on Earth, but perhaps in the universe, it seems like we should try. If it is our values, our beliefs, our principles that are driving so much of the way we behave, the decisions we make, and the conditions, patterns of organization, structures, and processes that come out of that, how can we not understand the systemic forces driving all of that? Well, Visionary evaluatives don't have anything so grand as a values information system to work with. But they do know how to make sure that the transparency of values that are relevant to a given context or the boundaries of some evaluative initiative are made more transparent and understood to be what they are. I am developing one of the praxis here on Creating a Future We Want called civilization mapping, which I began work on over a decade ago, and I'll be making a long series of videos about civilization mapping that is about a values information system. Until then, I'm Matt Keene. Thank you for visiting Creating a Future We Want, the Visionary Evaluation Series. And what is your vision for the transparency of values?